And we are back with what I'm assuming is the finale of the Resident Evil 3 remake. Honestly, yeah, that bulkhead did come down pretty quick. This is a decontamination chamber. I'm assuming this is some sort of decontamination spray. I don't know what it's necessarily going to be. Some sort of sanitizing liquid. Yeah, this is definitely decontamination. Yeah, so about me saying airborne. Yeah, it came down fast. It's definitely not airtight, though. Alright. I just don't know how long this final portion is going to be, so I wanted to split it. I mean, we're near the end game, at least. We're near it. Is that going to be... What is that? Oh, rifle ammo. That was going to be the other upgrade to the Magnum. Assuming there's a magazine upgrade. Nest 2. Oh, so this is a different Nest. Interesting. Play regulations. Nest 2 employees. The objectives of the T-Virus Research Facility differ from those from Umbrella's main Nest facility. Here, we focus on real-world use cases which arise as new bioweapons are created and introduced, such as the need for a T-virus vaccine and a new weapon capable of suppressing bioweapons. Some aspects of our work here can be dangerous. It's imperative that all employees adhere to workplace regulations without fail, in particular unauthorized entry by unapproved visitors or the removal of work-related data or materials with severe disciplinary measures. It's great honor to be part of the finest research organization in the world. Keep this in mind and stick to the rules as we forge new and revolutionary technologies. I love that has just map. That, I don't think I have I don't have another gunpowder at the moment. Definitely gives you a claustrophobic feel. The server room. Or I could just miss. Isaac Graves' diary. Payo's generous benefits were good. Most important, they promised me that I contribute to state-of-the-art medical tech research. We're university teacher stuck working in nowhere America. It was a golden opportunity, winning lottery, so I went for it. I made a pitch to my family. We agreed to move here to Raccoon City. Well, hindsight is 2020 because the lab and the den of monsters, or lab is the den of monsters who conduct cruel and barbaric experiments with the sole purpose of taking human life in the most sickening way possible. It's messed up. The world needs to know, but every time I work up enough courage to blow the whistle, I think of Penny and Casey and immediately chicken out. Brother owns this town. There was the guy they caught trying to smuggle out company secrets. They essentially fed him to one of the betas. Fed him. I saw the whole thing. My wife and daughter into this. Just need to do my job, do as I'm told for their sake. It's a testament that I do have a conscience, and I've learned my lesson. Yeah. As it turns out, you can be a part of something awful and not be into it. I mean, there's a whole thing about Nuremberg trials in World War II about certain things. I really like Resident Evil because it is a very human story first and foremost, right? It's a very human story. Yes, it's about monsters. Yes, it's about bioweapons. Yes, it's about, you know, BOWs, superhumans, but it's a human story. It's very... It's kind of like Gundam. You watch Gundam, and it's a commentary against war.
Vaccine synthesis. Place the materials in the chamber.
Synthesis? I have to make it myself? Alright, gotta figure this out.
Nice. The Fallout terminal.
Override key successfully generated.
What
Amazing. That is the USB stick.
Key removed.
Yes. The flash drive with questionable materials on it. Essay on vaccine synthesis. The roles of antigens and adjuvants on vaccine synthesis. Dr. Nathaniel Barr, Chief Researcher, Spencer Memorial Hospital. To most effectively synthesize a vaccine, both an antigen and adjuvant are required. Antigen produces immune response, while the adjuvant increases the effect of such responses, leading to increased antibody production. By combining samples of these two ingredients, one create a potent vaccine base. By processing this vaccine base with our proprietary equipment, a larger batch of vaccine can be created with astonishing ease. What's more, my latest antigen adjuvant samples yield unprecedented rates of antibody production, producing more than 1,000 times the yield of traditional materials. This not only makes an effective vaccine, but also potentially a way to eliminate existing infections. So the question you have here is, if somebody is that, I don't think the vaccine works on them. I think they're too far gone. I think necrosis and just other things just, I don't think it works. Also, Jill's blood is going to definitely be, for a little while after, is definitely going to be very sought after by many individuals for containing said vaccine. Oh my god, I didn't even see that. Only thing needed for evil to flourish, good men do nothing. I honestly didn't know about that quote till recently, or at least I forgot about that quote. And I love it. It is probably one of my new favorite quotes. Jurassic Park movies and RE games share a lot in common thematically. They kind of do. Like if you bring them up, there is, you can make a leap. Like you can absolutely, like make the leap. 100%. I could see it. High grade gunpowder. Where's getting pretty full. I would love those extra 2 spots. It's fine. My god. What is that? USB A? B? C? Probably A. That's a pale head. That's a lot of pale heads. I don't have a grenade. It's recoiling in pain from that, definitely. But it does actually just go down. They really don't like the entrance to that room. Its legs clearly work, though. Pretty sure that constitutes a war crime. Pretty sure that's a war crime. Ooh, they're vacuum sealed, dude. Kind of reminds me of a higher tech process of the Los Illuminados freezing regenerators, well, regenerators. Or, right, just putting them in a freezer on the island just because it was there. War crime the first time and they're dead, technically. Yes and no, technically. That is a... Okay, that's a wall. Why is it... No, that's a bulk. That's a... Okay, yeah, there it goes up into there. Yeah. Okay, that's a... It's like a little garage door thing. Aren't you like pale heads? Many pale head. Scientist dying message. Happened in worst case scenario. T-virus somehow leaked. Under orders from Dr. Bard, I'm to manufacture mass quantities of the vaccine. Critical to the T-virus antigen. Now I just need to combine it with the adjuvant to enhance its effects. And I should be able to produce enough vaccine to save all the surviving citizens. Even samples stored in the incubation lab. Test subjects are already wandering the halls. Find a way to get some samples while the culture is maturing. If I don't make it back, please complete the synthesis process. Try to find a way to stop the outbreak. At least we can do after setting all these horrifying events in motion. Definitely reading the notes absolutely helps, in my opinion. I'm probably going to bring out my grenade launcher for the end. I just haven't had it on me this whole time. I haven't really found a need for it. Oh, that's gunpowder. I remember how the T-virus leaked again. I don't remember. Didn't it leak from the Arclay Mountain facility? I think.
This must be what
Birkin leaked it. Did he? I know the G virus. Birkin had a hand in that. Birkin intentionally released it? Why do I not remember this? It's been so long. So, I guess, what was his reasoning? What were the events that led up to it? In the movie, some robot arm dropped it. The movie's also not canon. What the Wes Anderson movies, they're not canon. They're their own canon. Okay. Look at the size of these, just like, what would these be, pylons? When Wesker went to collect the G-Virus. Oh, it was kind of his, like, not dead hand system, but it's the concept of it, right? Like, cool, I'm taking you all down with me, that kind of thing. How the fuck did that work, though? That, what? Well, those are hunters. Is that a tyrant heart? I think. That should be a tyrant. Yeah, those are tyrants. That looks like a Mr. X. Which is a variant of tyrant. That is just Harambe.
Jesus. Is this where they're made?
That is... What is that? Almost looks like the Mutamycete, but I know it's not. Is that maybe it might be a hunter embryo. Because I think it's a human and animal, or a human and reptile mix to get a hunter, if I remember correctly. Did I just miss? I missed a pickup. Black Plague virus was the king of I take all you down with me. I mean, when it initially launched, yeah. Down the line, though, I mean, because Black Plague came back again. But its effectiveness was not that high because people had built up an immunity to it. So it did come around again. It reared its ugly head. But it said people just at that time, God damn it, had more of an immunity to it. Oh, resistance is the better word. Try and stop Umbrella operators from getting him in the event failed to try and keep him from getting the G-Virus from Umbrella. So that was when, like, what? Punk's unit shot him. Right, and then the rats got into the G-Virus, right? That whole situation, and the rats did it. Massive piece of shit, yeah. What is this place anyway? Average facilities. Oh my god, please no. Bad, I guess. God, there's so much here. Hoping I actually come back around this way.
Out of the way!
And it has the fucking thing to protect itself. It's such bullshit. It's a good evolutionary feature. It really is. Do not have a single grenade. Dick. shots left. Ow. Good evolutionary features and annoying gameplay. Oh, 100%. Like, I can look at that and go, God damn it, you piece of shit. But I'm also like, it's actually like a good adaptation, right? Like, Kizuna got to him, shot the plan failed because he knew Umbrella caught wind of him wanting to steal GRC. Right. Cool. Incendiary. I am totally internet, like, actually inventory fucked. So many. What the fuck? Really hurting for those extra 2 inventory slots. Much medical knowledge we got based on human experimentation. I heavily disagree with how Unit 731 is handled after the situation, after World War II. I have definitely been very vocal about how displeased I was that we're just like, the US specifically, just like, oh no, cool, we want this research. We're gonna give you a free pass. 80 years before people are just like, oh yeah, no, this kind of happened. Oh, I hate it. His senior fellow, Dr. Frankel, allow me to send my heartfelt congratulations to you and your colleagues at Umbrella Europe for completing Nemesis, truly remarkable achievement in the field of bioweapons research, introducing a parasitic organ into a tyrant's brain to give external control of it. How could I not marvel at such a wild idea? However, from a medical perspective, I must simply state my disapproval of this shift away from established Umbrella policy. By turning to these parasites, you are setting a dangerous precedent. Viruses can be kept in check. Hopefully an effective vaccine can be developed for any virus on Earth with abundant funding and a bounty of samples, of course. You say the same for parasites. However, doctors have tried to develop a vaccine for malaria. Parasites like Plasmodium are far more genetically complex than the T virus, and to think they will submit to control is utter folly. Perhaps in your country, consumers are willing to buy automobiles with no brakes. Here in America, they know better. Ooh, that's spicy, dude. Then again, I recall you have a degree in economics, and that you've already devised a brilliant marketing strategy to win over naysayers. Look forward to your talk in the forum in Berlin next month. In the meantime, I should be exploring medical solutions. To this hubristic problem you've foisted on us. Sincerely, Nathaniel Bard. Yeah, Bard.
Called the Nemesis.
Bard's not happy. Interesting. That kind of reminds me of Evelyn a little bit. The yeah. What cool models. They're so cool. Okay. Damn it. Accidentally got leaked to the public thanks to Japanese journalists investigating the war. Right, exactly. It's like, I have opinions. But then again, I'm also just an internet random. So, I mean, take those opinions as you will. Explosive A. I literally cannot do anything with this.
An adjuvant sample. These are combined with antigens to increase immune system response.
Literally didn't know what an adjuvant was until literally this stream. Uh, 200. A gunpowder. Not gonna be able to get that. Yet. I'm actually gonna toss that. The ammo right now is much more useful. No, shit, there's a gunpowder rocket. God damn it. How about Birkin's wife was... I think Birkin's wife... Remember, because when he injected himself with G, she was like, what have you done, right? I think she was pretty... Like, she was obsessed with her work, right? But I think she was also just kind of like... Like, William, why are you like this? How could you do this? I disagree that... more access to info than ever. People are getting more ignorant. I can tell you from a first-hand experience, I definitely don't look at Google as often as I should. Like, 100... I would agree with that. I would hard agree. Like, as Fat Electrician says, right? 2-second Google test. Right? something that like I think it's because we have access to it, and it's like, oh well, I could look up what an adjuvant is. I could look up what toxoplasmosis is. I could look up what insert Twitch controversial statement, right? I could look up what the meaning of that is, but why? I think it maybe even has to come back to an overstimulation, right? Like you... Shit. Like if you have like 20 games around you, like so let's say you need to play through all the Pokemon games, right? And you're like, oh, I need to do this. You can only get through one Pokemon game at a time, right? Reasonably. No, I think that you're definitely onto the right track in terms of like, yeah, people just don't want to actually do research anymore. People don't want to put an effort. People have easy access and ready access to information, such as proving, I don't know, events from World War II happened, like factually. But people don't want to do that. Now we can argue what the reason is. Like, absolutely, we can definitely think, well, maybe it's this reason, could be this reason, it could be this other reason, right? But I mean, that only goes so far. Like at that point, you have to look into how do you change it, right? All right, that's one. Yeah, no, Birkin is a little bit of a sick puppy for condemning him that way. This sick Glock Extendo mag is always funny. I feel like I'd have to see what their health bars are doing. I feel like they have a regenerating health bar.
Unauthorized materials detected.
Oof.
Either I've got this wrong or I'm missing a step.
Let's see. Vaccine. Antigen adjuvant required. Antigen persistent response. Vaccine base. They're stored in the incubation lab. Wandering the halls, but find a way to get some samples while the culture... We can get samples. So I just went to that. The church told me that there is a human brain so hardwired to reject groups who deem as troublesome, so ignorance will not be solved with info access because people will choose to say in small ponds of information they can only... I mean, I can agree. I can agree with that. I think that is a very reasonable and common sense take on the subject. Absolutely. So what is required? People have to actually give a shit. People have to actually care, right? There's an entire social commentary there. Don't like the fully upgraded Glock in this? It's interesting. Put it that way, it's interesting. That's another explosive. Okay, so examine when combined with an antigen used to simplify this vaccine. So where the fuck is the antigen? I'm assuming they're referring to the pale heads. Not the fully upgraded Glock. This is the random one that you got from the hospital. So if we're looking at test subjects, though, I mean, like, are we talking like pale heads? Like, do I have to just like scrape some pale head skin off? Like, what a very interesting way to word that. Weaponry authorization request, Dr. Emerson. I'd like to formally request the weaponry normally reserved for bioweapon synthesis team be made available for any employees interfacing with the admission dismissal of test subjects. These test subjects do not present the same levels of danger as their bioweapon products, but I believe this weaponry authorized as viable as outlined below. Recently, some test subjects developed a new mutation granting them very high regrowth abilities. Okay. Our team refers to these specimens as pale heads. Right, makes sense. They've been appearing with regularity, but the specific cause has not been determined. It's not sure these pale heads regenerate makes it difficult to deliver a lethal blow with standard weaponry. Any sort of system failure to occur within our facility, we would be woefully unprepared to defend ourselves. Reason I would request that high-power weaponry capable of subduing pale heads be issued to all our employees working in shipping and processing. And that's not where we found the Deagle, though. The Elhawk. Working shipping and processing. This will ensure that in the event of an emergency, be able to quickly eliminate the threat and evacuate safely. Thank you very much for your consideration. Ship Process Commander Gabriel Reed. Interesting. Oh, it's little arms again. I love that they came back. Dude, I love these things. They're so cool.
Oh, an antigen sample. I'll definitely need this for the vaccine.
Nice. Talk about a splitting headache, but got him. That button mixed up for a second. I do like that some of the zombies resurrecting are event flags. Also, the soundtrack here is very appropriate. It goes very hard. Okay, what do we got? Okay, I need to store you. Where is it? Where are you, my pretty? That mag ammo? We're gonna store that. Grab that. I want my explosive rounds, but I need to actually unload this thing first. I'm trying to come in packed, because I know we're going to be reaching endgame pretty soon. It's definitely a different facility than Nest 1 in RE2. I would not have dealt with that. Interesting. I would not have touched that. Let me go back down really quick. Grab it. My explosive rounds. They're mine rounds. I mean, they're okay. Yeah, the last two inventory slots. I could have swore I bought the premium content. Like, I'll buy it after stream, probably. That would have definitely helped a little bit. Or just wait for it's on sale again. Actually, based. Oh, what? I think all these have to be in the green, maybe? There it is.
Start the foraging vaccine.
Yes.
Definitely proprietary equipment.
Synthesis complete. Please remove the vaccine canister.
It is very pink. I do like it. Hi, Nemesis. Sneaky little guy. Very good idea to, yeah, definitely grabbing knife. Wildly flailing like that, though. Could have hit her face very easily. Did you kind of see the crater that would be Raccoon City after it? It would honestly surprise me if Raccoon City shot would surprise me if Raccoon City was just not a like actual like you couldn't go into the zone. Like effectively like, you know, military facility, like, hey, you can't go past this point. Good God. Wow. That's some bullshit. It just will not let her go. Amazing. God. Ugh. Survey. Store that. Or that. Yeah, we're definitely in the end game. Probably throw flamer rounds in, why not? Gunpowder. That's also thought just simply as the objective knows that it must take Jill out. It's interesting. I mean, it definitely brings the imprinting argument, like the thing discussed, to light, right? It's interesting. Let's see. Flame rounds. Handgun ammo. Cool.
What in God's name is this place?
Oh, so many flame rounds. What kind of test facility is this? This definitely feels like some sort of combat, maybe stress testing facility. That's interesting. Weren't a big thing at the point in the early 2000s, late 2010s that gun modular really come into prominence. Right. Well, I mean, you look at the Killer 7 from Resident Evil 4, right? It's 1911 with a giant telescopic red dot on it. We have way better ways of doing things nowadays. Oh, it's acid. This is to dispose of samples. What happened to Mikhail, or whatever the hit? No, it's not Mikhail. What happened to what's-his-face? Dude, we were literally hunting.
What do we have here?
There he is.
Nikolai, don't! The city needs that vaccine!
More than I do. I don't think the wisdom I've been trying to impart on you is getting through. Now I know you can't put a price on life. But I'm in this business to get paid. So let's make a deal. You go down there, battle the Nemesis, and I'll recall it all and sell the combat doc. Put on a good show, and maybe I don't need the vaccine. Agreed? Good.
I mean, if he actually holds through on that bargain, it's not a bad offer. Yeah, that acid goes in this. It's just not been properly cleaned. Oh, fuck off. His left arm is now just a tentacle. But I mean, that's because Jill, you know, destroyed that right arm. Sorry, left arm.
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
You're okay. Let me spot for you.
Good idea.
He was on fire. Oh, that was a thing. Missing.
Watch it, you've got company.
Tailheads?
He's hiding behind tank 7. He's behind number 7.
Did I read that wrong? Probably. That's just an instant kill. Yeah. No, that's not an instant kill. I should be dead. Very speedy boy.
Here comes some more.
I can see this being probably really divisive. I don't know what the final Nemesis fight was.
He's hiding behind tank 6. Now, rip that fucker apart. Got some more incoming. Number 7.
So glad I saved my ammo.
I got this.
Nice. Honestly, a grenade launch like this would probably be really fun. I don't. How many permits do you have to own something like this? Probably a lot of paperwork. Probably like Brandon Herrera levels of paperwork, even though it's just like a tube that fires cans, right? Yes.
Here comes some more. Look out.
Nice. Oh, I wasted that. Destructive device permit. I guarantee you there's paperwork.
Come on. Come on.
Nice. Good hit. Oh, he's hurting, dude. Well, he's burnt with acid, though, right?
I'm gonna melt this fucker into mush.
That's really gonna kick him in overdrive, actually. That's gonna be really painful, too, depending what that is. That is a very heavy acid.
Okay, I'll meet you up ahead.
Nikolai, where did you go?
That was stage 2 Nemesis.
I have to get that vaccine back.
Use a single deagle round. Perfect. Let's see here. Give me those explosives. What a cool little fucking rotary thing. What a cool rotary grenade launcher. I love it. Honestly, pretty cool. Explosive A. Got rid of my other explosive A. Give me flame rounds, I guess. Guess give me acid. No. A and B. I like that the casings just magically come out of nowhere. Like, nah, just mix some powder together. It's all good. Open spec sheet, redacted, project title, ferromagnetic infantry use, next generation railgun. So it's just iron and magnetism, yeah. Ferro being iron, right? Ferrum. Codename Finger. God damn it. The engineers have a sense of humor. Chief developer Nest2, lead researcher Cornell Garner, assistant developers United States Army. Goddamn. Ammo caliber 60mm, muzzle velocity 6,000 meters per second. Suppression of new bioweapons in case of outbreak. Extreme firepower provides a secondary benefit of completely obliterating the target, leaving no trace behind. Thing is totally rad. Tyrant's out of line. Just give him the fingerprint. Problem solved. Packs of firepower we need. Wouldn't even be better if there was a way to control the output. Mobility may prove to be problematic in the field. Perhaps the platform could be refined. It requires multiple power sources. May be difficult to secure in practice. Consolidate into a single power source. Pretty big boy. I feel like I'm missing an upgrade for the Hawk.
It's done. Give me the vaccine, you greedy son of a bitch.
No. You and Mum. I like Mum. We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now drop the gun.
Nice. She was so close. Oh, that's a lot of acid. Ooh, he's a slug. Cellular regeneration is just out of control. Interesting, it has an outer layer that caused it to be protected.
Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions. But, know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life. Good luck!
Nikolai!
Jill!
Go after Nikolai! He's got the vaccine!
What about you?
We're running out of time. I've got this.
I know you do.
What a cool banger track.
Just so you know, this is the last fucking time.
What an interesting... Yeah, what an interesting evolution. Ooh, it's now utilizing the acid. Interesting. The original acid chamber, Nemesis only fused with the tyrant body, and this is a lot of the chamber infused with all of them.
Opening compartment.
Big gun. The fact that she can even lift that. Let's talk about that, right? Now it needs to refuel. Or recharge, I guess.
Cooldown in progress. Please reactivate power sources.
Damn, it needs power.
Is it realistic? No. Is it fun? Yes.
Felt that, did you? How about some more?
So you need to exert it because it's gone through such a rapid regeneration process that now there are weak spots. Very glaring weak spots. Yeah, that his breath must smell god awful. Okay, so those red things actually will take it down. It probably just gets overexerted, like if your heart stops.
One power source remaining.
Because you can't break through it as is. Crap about realism and RE games are kind of cringe, not gonna lie. I just like, I get it. I get people wanting a realistic experience, but I'm also like, fuck it, dude. It's a railgun. Who cares?
I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
I want more of this. Can we get more? Can we get this in like RE5, please? In this case, more like it's fused to so much. Yeah. Gonna feed it to very alien, actually, very aliens, right?
Come on! Next time, take the fucking hit!
Oh god, its blood would be acidic though, right? Oh, her skin would be burning.
Good riddance.
It was fun. I like it. No, stage 3. Wow, 2 and 3 were back to back. Good god. That alarm lives rent free in my head because that is the same alarm on the ship in RE5. What's the Helsing meme? Get that bitch a cannon. Effectively, what happened here? Kind of want it, but I don't have anything I can drop for it. Kind of overestimated. I just like, how is it that the thing that kills it? I guess maybe because it was just obliterated so completely, right? Maybe. Like that's just I look at it and I go, how was that the thing that killed it? Like how 2 nuclear warheads fired by RPGs was what took out Wesker. I guess it was also just really overexerted by this point. Back to back the original, just couldn't keep up via regeneration, so it took all the biomass it could sustain itself. Okay. Yeah.
Can't let Nikolai get away with that vaccine. Stop him.
Do you ever think Umbrella researchers, like heads of Umbrella, people high up who are making the decisions of how these bases look, man, you know, this kind of looks like an evil villain there. We got this single solitary shaft up. Are we the bad guys? Like the German field marshals? Like, we have skulls on our hats. Are we the bad guys?
Oh no.
Rip.
You're not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't I?
No!
What a bitch.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
No, don't care. My client ordered me to reduce Umbrella to rubble.
10 minutes until missile
Ah.
impact.
The missile has launched. And that is my cue.
I mean, you love to hate him.
Goodbye,
I like it.
Miss Valentine. Shame you didn't listen to me when you had the chance.
Good shit, Carlos. Wow, good shit. That kick, though. Dude, he is...
It's you! Shoot him!
taking a hostage.
I can't.
And this is her character arc.
Do it! You have to! There's no other way.
This is what her character arc, her trauma is leading up to, right?
No!
Wait, what? I pulled the trigger, though. Is that an actual, like, Soviet Spetsnaz launching knife, really?
Knew you couldn't pull the trigger.
What? I did, though. I did pull the trigger. Fuck you. I like that there's a death animation for that. I kind of like that. I feel like I know I saw that on Deadliest Warrior, right? That's the Soviets had that, right? Or Soviets, Spetsnaz have that, right? An actual ballistic knife. What a cool tool.
I can still catch him.
I mean, to be fair as well, like the railgun just it's fried everything. Good shit. I aimed better that time.
Hey, I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel.
Might want to kill him first. Take care of him.
What about him?
Just leave him. Let him watch the spicy candle. Make sure he can't move.
Why'd you do it?
There's a price tag for everything. Even letting the world burn.
Who are you working for?
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here. I'll pay you whatever you want.
Not worth it.
You're a fool. You're a fool!
Literally telling
Die. You'll never find out the truth.
literally telling her that she can't pull the trigger. Now she is.
I don't mind a little detective work.
She's at a whole character arc. Kind of reminiscent of the scene from the Wes Anderson films, right, where they leave some dude behind,
You all right?
right, and then he has no bullets in his magazine.
There it is.
I guess she's best about the VDB. I think it's cool. Ballistic. I mean, it's a cool to see a ballistic knife used here. Definitely a lot of, I would argue, what Soviet Cold War influence here. I don't think that helicopter's shielded. Not the initial impact. You should definitely be worried about EMP. We're gonna start around the same time? Right, yeah. Everything kind of wrapped up pretty succinctly in both cases.
Finally over.
So long, RC.
She finally got to leave.
I felt empty and cold as the heat from the blast washed over us.
Oh, it's just radiation sickness. Don't worry about that.
All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus. It was greed. Human greed. I decided then and there, the ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too. I would end them, once and for all.
Chris working alongside New Umbrella must have been a wild thing. I mean, it's been about... What was that? It wasn't 9 hours, because we did Dead Space before this. It was what, about 6 hours? Check for radiation poisoning. Oh, 100%. No, definitely needs the radiation treatment, 100%. Probably shouldn't have looked into the blast too. Jill the Feds did that. So, I think I see Resident Evil 2 felt like a more grounded story. I think 3 was a more... 4 had more of a Resident Evil 5 syndrome, where 4 kind of had that, but like 2 was more grounded, right? It was literally like Leon and Claire, just first day on the force, and brother of Chris, I'm a munch boulders for breakfast, Redfield. RE3 made me cut a lot of shit. I mean, I could see it. Like, a lot of it. I'd have to see the actual, like, the cutting room floor on it. I think that... So, Jill's arc was interesting. You have a clearly traumatized Jill in the beginning, you know, worried about game ending herself, right? Being in Raccoon City. And, you know, even later on when it's resurrected at the hospital, right? After getting the antidote, right? Vaccine. Oh, hey, we saved Raccoon City. And then, you know, him turning in front of her. A very traumatized Jill going into, that's fine, I'll do detective work. I'm going to pull the trigger, right? Like, very interesting. I think 2, I think, had a lot more emphasis on the outbreak, where 3 had a lot more focus on kind of single actions, and I think that it starts getting to action movie territory for people if I had to actually give like a critique on that. So, like I've said, like my sense of disbelief starts to go out the window when Jill gets, you know, thrown through a floor, drives a car off a roof, survives like 10 explosions. Like, at what point, and you can kind of see her get scuffed up and scratched up, right, all throughout, right? But, like, it's just interesting to think about. It's a human story, but it's a human story differently, and you can kind of feel, like, a little bit of a ham-fisted, like, you know, it's a story about greed at the end, right? 100%. You can definitely feel it. But, I mean, ham-fist isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? Like, Final Fantasy XIV, very ham-fisted in the way it does things, right? Ilberd is is an extremist. He's a martyr for Alamigo, summoning Shinryu, right? Sacrificing himself and the false Eorzean Alliance, the people disguised, right? You have Xenos, who is cool, king of the autists, the favorite descriptor I've ever heard for him. Which, I mean, I take it endearingly, right? Somebody who's neurospicy. I totally love it. Shadowbringers is a story about sin and redemption. Endwalker is, you know, about finality. Dealing with people at the end. Themes of depression, loss, right? Ever finished ReZero and 1? Never could do the shit camera angles. No, I haven't done those. I've wanted to go back and do those, but the camera angles, I know how the game is going to play, and it's really spooking me. Shinjari 1 in the alleged 30th remake. I'd be curious to see how they would do it. I would be very interested. I think it'd be really cool to see. I think that, like, and so I have to really kind of take a look at this. Are we judging Jill unfairly, right? Because Leon survives a bunch of stuff. They did tone it back in the Resident Evil 4 remake, I think. I think they toned back a lot of what he did in the remake. Because in base, I mean, you had, like, Salazar's castle, the lava in a room with, you know, cogwheel platforms. Which is missing from the remake. Notably, it's missing, right? The lava room. They toned stuff back a bit. I mean, I think that people could probably criticize 3 with being less grounded. with being even more anime-esque to a degree. I think that if there was more content, I think if it eased you into the game a little bit more before, you know, aside from Nemesis literally like breaking down your door, I think if we got ingratiated a little bit more, I think it would have been better. A remake, Leon's also suffering from PTSD from Raccoon City. Well, yeah, absolutely. Well, he was in the original as well. He was just kind of tough guy, cliche about it, right? It was a good game. I liked it. Would I rate it higher than ReZero? I don't know. I think after finishing it, they may be about the same. I can see why people would rate it lower. I can see why people would be disappointed with this. But, I mean, once again, we've had conversations throughout this entire thing about the cutting room floor, how much they had to cut for this. This definitely feels... I didn't even know... I remember when Resident Evil 2 Remake came out, and then, like, looks on Steam. Wait, Resident Evil 3 Remake came out? What? What do you mean 3 Remake came out? Didn't 2 just come out? Like, it was really quick. It was first day at the job, PTSD about. But he has literal zombies, right? Watching somebody, the police chief, right? Not police chief, not the dude in the police station, right? Just completely succumb to the virus. Like, very traumatic event. This would definitely require therapy for anybody, reasonably. Or at least most people. And the original RE timeline is him getting more and more depressed over the endless fighting. Maybe that's why I like Leon. I don't know. I also like Chris. I'm a punch of Boulder Redfield, right? I think the fight sequence with Carlos at the end of this was great. It made me really like, oh man, how would this man look to sword fight, right? The Russian dude. It was great, honestly. Person Civic, the whole RE2 was a lot for taken. Exactly, 100%. Like, people have different thresholds. Like, it's as much as we like laughed at 2022, right? Just, oh my god, the pandemic quote aged like, oh, that aged like like eggnog, right? I mean, different people have different thresholds. There are people, like, the world, for all intents and purposes, because the virus stopped, like, it ceased to function as people knew it. And so, yeah, you're gonna have Karen be like, I can't get my hair cut, but Karen's world no longer functions. Am I necessarily giving her a free pass? No, I'm just providing insight to that can be traumatic for some people. Whereas other people are going to look at it and go, hey, who cares? Cool, I'll just grow my hair out. Whereas other people are going to go, you know, well, I've had to fight off 20 crackheads because they're trying to steal my AC, all the copper out of it, okay? I don't care, right? But people have different thresholds for trauma. Drinking water. At a low threshold because of his first day as a cop. He is young baby Leon at that point, let's be real, right? Training definitely doesn't really happen out. His training with Krause doesn't really happen like until after Raccoon City. Imagine showing up to your first job like at burger flipping or like, you know, restaurant. Cool, congrats. I think it was good. I think it was neat. I like that she keeps this as a memento. I thought that was Chris for a second. I saw the hands. I was like, Chris? A bunch of Boulder? I did awful. Under 5 hours, or under 6 hours. If I would have gotten a couple other things, it probably would have been a full 6. It wasn't bad. No, I liked it. We're not going to talk about the assisted. But, I get it. I get why people... Shop has been unlocked. From the shop. Lock items, challenges. Yeah, I'll have to look at the shop. The ride-in honestly looks pretty funny, actually. Yeah. Interesting. Rocket launcher AT4. So good. But yeah, I didn't even know this game came out. I'm very happy that I got to experience it and hope you did as well. So thank you everyone on the VOD channel for watching. I do appreciate that. See you whenever we're playing next.